Ugh. All I know is I can still feel the hole when I put that in. When my hand starts getting on fire. It sucks. Gimme. Wish I could move my hand and play video games, but I can't move my hand one bit. Probably gonna have to, you know, jerk this dick for about 3 years till the flow gets back and I can feel it. Yes. Yes. What's up, fam? Welcome back, welcome back. Sorry about the beginning ads. Texting. Appreciate you, cousin. Appreciate you, random boy, coming through. I wish we could play some fucking games, though. It's pissing me off. Like, I want to play video games with your boys. You know? But, we'll watch some videos. I got one that I'm watching right now with, one of the Nelk boys and a good comedian. So, you guys want to watch along with me? That'd be great. Let's go in-game mode. Turn that on. Oh, this. Change this. Broke hand. Sorry. No games. We're gonna need ideas because I can't do this every day for 6 weeks. You know? Gimme.
VOR, the number 7, the number 5.com/THEO, the number 6, the number 0.
I want to smoke weed, but
that's code
I don't think it's good for
Theo60
me.
at factor75.com.
I didn't smoke any today, though.
Theo60 to get 60% off your first box. When you guys went to see Trump, you guys went on Air Force One, right?
We did, yeah.
And so what was
the
that kind
first
of
time.
like?
It was pretty cool. I mean, especially since I'm Canadian. I don't know how many Canadians have been on there. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of cool. I don't know. But it was cool. I said before, I personally felt like the interior's like a little outdated.
Right.
Like I feel like they could get an interior designer in there and shit. It's big and shit. It's massive. But I feel like the interior designer maybe should be fired or something. Or
Does it look like?
Can you imagine fucking you're a
Yeah, it's
YouTuber and you're
awful.
telling the fucking president's interior design team, like the White House's team, like, yeah, you guys, you can touch this up a little bit, bro. Like, this place is dingy, bro. And they're like, this is Air Force One, bro. Bro, this is Air Force One. What the fuck are you saying? The president rides here, bro. And he's like, no, yeah, I know. It's like, there's not enough, like, gold trim. Like, it's weird. It's like, it's outdated. It's outdated as fuck. Look at that emote. Oh, fuck. I wish I could take a picture. That's a great emote. Maybe I can. Oh, nice. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dad's office type vibes and shit.
Fuck.
But it was really cool. Like, we were supposed to interview Trump that time. This was right before the election, too.
Wow.
Like, right before. And then,
So people
we
were
went
hating him then. Was it the first election or second?
yes, so people were hating him.
The second election.
First election.
Oh, first election.
First
yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, second. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's when people were really, really hating him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So,
Because at first he kind of represented this underdog type of thing, you know?
what you think when he ran against Clinton, people didn't hate him as much?
I think people hated him more the second time.
Second time?
But the media also always hated him.
Right.
You know? I think
That's
that
a
he would've-
fact.
somebody else would have done a little bit better in his position if they'd had a little... I don't know if he
So
was the
bad,
best
guys.
speaker. But then
Oh,
also, I don't know why we need the...
swallowing it is.
Who, Trump's not the best speaker?
I mean, he's great, but I don't know if connects to people that well.
I think
as
he's a good
human,
speaker. I just
you
think he
know?
has a little too much,
The
like,
thumb
baggage
knuckle is the worst. Keeps
Yeah,
cracking.
totally.
for the average person, right? Like,
Yeah. But when he made it that far, I remember when he got elected, I was like, holy shit, dude.
I gotta get you guys my
Any
x-rays
other
to show you
state
them.
President.
crazy, right?
Like fucking...
I know no one thought he was going to win the first time. I was shocked.
Oh, when he first came out in the beginning, I was like, I think he's going to win.
So yeah, look, like
Oh, that's-
we went with Dana, and then we were supposed to interview him, right? So we thought we were gonna interview him, and
Right.
then the last second they came in, they're like, "Yo, we're not doing it," and we're like, "Fuck." They're like, "Yeah, like Trump wants you guys to come into his office though, and like he wants to meet you guys and shit." We're like, and they're like, "You could film it." So we're like, "All right." So we go in and like Trump's watching fucking like Ted Cruz on the TV, and he's like chirping him, like making fun of him and shit. And then they bring Trump on the TV, and he's like, "Look, guys, look how skinny I look there. Look how skinny I look. I was just like, no way. He's exactly like TV in real life.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at these handsome.
He's
guys,
exactly like he
such
is on TV in real life. Guys, look at how skinny I was. He's like, just 2 seconds before that, you're just mauling your opponents. He's just a normal ass dude, just like all of us. We're watching the TV, we see someone we don't like, we're like, hey, fuck that guy.
some guy like complimenting us and shit. It was pretty
Go lift
crazy.
this
And
up.
then we went to his rally,
Uh-huh.
and he pulled us up on stage for the fucking YMCA, the outro. Like, you know
No
his
way.
his
Yeah.
getaway song?
Yeah.
He pulled us up on stage, and we ripped the YMCA
That's
with Trump.
crazy,
And then he feed posted it on his Instagram. And we were fucking hyped, bro.
Bro, he's never been to a YMCA in his life.
I know. He loves it. He says it's the gay national anthem, right?
Oh, yeah, but it's just crazy that he's never been. There's no way that dude's been to a YMCA.
I know. But when he posted that on his Instagram, we were like,
it's so-
holy fuck, bro.
You're
Like,
like-
we're shocked.
Yeah.
Just like, what the fuck just happened?
We're in another
Like Air
echelon
Force
now.
One to YMCA with Trump to like, I can't believe this shit. Like,
It's kind of crazy how things
I wouldn't be able to believe that either if I was a YouTuber and got that. Like, that is very different for a YouTuber to get. Like, can you imagine you're just chilling there and the president just ends up fucking calling you out, you're meeting him, you're doing the YMCA with him on this stage? Yo, this hurts so bad. Oh my God, guys, it's never
things
stopped.
can just start to happen once things get going, right? And you're
it's
like,
fucked.
how am I in this crazy scenario? Like, I'll find myself at certain people's homes or certain environments, and I'm like, how am I involved in this? Like, we're going to Paris Fashion Week next week, and like, it's like Mike Tyson, me, Andrew Schultz, we're like going to do some runway. It's just like,
Wow.
and it's just like, and
Well, are you gonna like walk the runway and shit?
yeah, like for some company, I mean,
Wow.
they're paying us, you know, it's cool,
That's gonna be pretty sick.
but it's
though.
also like, what the fuck is that even? It's like, what?
I know, right? The opportunities that we get are so weird, and the people you get to meet,
Yeah.
I don't think you ever. I guess you get used to it, but then you don't. Like, do you feel like used to it? Like meeting, you've met obviously so
Some
many cool people.
I met like recently. Who did I meet? Oh, I met Leonardo DiCaprio one night.
Oh yeah.
That was a little bit
He-
interesting. Probably, I'd seen him a lot at certain events. He's always sitting across, talking real quietly to some girl.
Yeah.
But
He's always partying and shit, right?
yeah, I don't see
Yeah.
how he does it. But
I don't see how he
I thought
does
that was
it.
kind of. It was just
Well,
interesting.
see,
you
it's
know?
easy when you got a bunch of 18-year-olds, right? At parties. It's easy for Leonardo to party all the time. He's got a bunch of 18-year-olds. So, like, they got the energy. He'd be stealing the energy from them. He's a
Just sounds like
vampire.
all these lines, and he just like he has so much expression. You know.
Yeah.
You guys
That's cool as
had
fuck.
what's that?
He's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Leo.
Yeah, cool cat. Do you know him?
No, I don't know him, but
Yeah,
he's
I
one
mean,
of my
he's
favorite
an icon.
actors.
He's
yeah.
like, you know, he's like, yeah. I mean, he's like so handsome. You're just like, oh, you know, you're like, I'm not gay, but damn, buddy,
Yeah.
you know.
It's crazy the people we get to meet.
I fucking love Theo. He's like, I mean, I'm not gay, but like, damn, dude. Like,
It's fucking.
Yeah, it's so
It's
bizarre,
cool, man.
especially with the fighting, the UFC stuff. That's the part sometimes that's like a little scary.
But you think so? Why are you scared when you go there?
A little bit, because I know, like, I grew up in a neighborhood where people were always knocking people's dads. Like, I remember the first day in our neighborhood, this dude, Milford, was fighting this senior citizen right in the street. Mr. Polito was his name. And he threw him into a fucking ditch fire. Like, into a fucking,
A ditch fire?
why the fuck are people throwing people into fires?
What's that?
it's like a,
I mean, a fire in a ditch, but like.
yeah, just a fire in a ditch. And, yeah, and he threw him right in that bitch, dude. And then, bro, here's the craziest part. He fucking came out that bitch, dog.
On fire?
Yeah, people were fucking cheering.
Did he stop, drop, and roll, or just go right back
He
into
went
the scrap?
straight at him, dude. He was like 200% Italian. He went straight fucking at him, bro. I mean, and people were so excited. People were just fucking and drinking Dr. Pepper, fucking and losing their shit.
Crazy.
And yeah, I think he threw him back in, man. Ugh.
Damn.
But we just grew up in that environment where people were always fighting. So you always knew that, you know, in order to get to a different part of our neighborhood, you had to fight this one family. It was always like, you know, there were always trolls under the bridge, you know? And so I think there's some of that energy with UFC.
Why, you think someone's going to press you there, or like jump out of the ring?
Well, the people who are most enjoy pressing or being pressed are all in that building.
True.
And so I think it's just a risk factor. And everybody in the fans is like an amateur, in the parking lot at those events, it's just fucking people beating each other's keys out of each other's hands.
True. UFC's sick though. Who's your favorite fighter?
It's so great.
Or
I love
some of
Dustin
your
Poirier.
favorites. That fight was crazy. You were there, yeah. I saw you there.
Yeah.
That fight was insane.
God.
Chandler versus Poirier. That's got to be in the top. I don't know what, but that was one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that fight.
So fucking sick to be there.
Fucking hurts, bro.
How Poirier pulled off the W.
Yeah, and I thought I think, it's just fascinating to see those guys. Corey Sandhagen, I like Cheeto Vera.
Random, what you up to?
Sean, obviously.
They might fight again, right? Cheeto
I know,
and Sugar. That'll be
because I
crazy.
think Sean thought he's like, oh, I got him, it's done. But Cheeto's like, you ain't got me yet, dude.
Yeah, that'll be a crazy fight.
I know, because Cheeto. I don't know if you can knock Cheeto. I mean, Cheeto's
He's
just
fucking tough.
Yes,
he's tough as fuck.
he's tough. They used to call him like the monkey.
He
or
just
something.
looks like scary, bro.
Yeah, dude. I went and saw the Zach Bryan concert.
Okay.
Right. I'm a huge Zach Bryan fan, and I go there. And I walk up kind of backstage, and Cheeto fucking Vera is there.
Yeah.
And Cheeto speaks English good, but it's like, I don't know if it's great enough to listen to Zach Bryan, And so it's like, I'm like,
it's kind of random, right?
Oh, it was the most random thing in the whole world. But we hung out the whole time, man. We had a blast. So I don't know. There's so many fighters that I like, man. And then you get these guys from the
Dagestanis.
all the
right?
Dagestanis, yeah.
That's why I'm pumped to go see, because I feel like no one's kind of seen how they like live and train and shit.
The Dagestanis. Sounds lit. Sounds lit as fuck.
Right?
Are y'all gonna go to Khabib's home? Something like that would be.
So
very
Khabib's
interesting.
there. I hope we link with Khabib. That's a maybe, but we're gonna go see Islam, and he's training to fight Volkanovski. So he's 5 hours up in the mountains drive from Dagestan. So he's like in the cold lakes and shit, and they're like living in cabins. I've seen it on his Instagram, but I was talking to their team today, and it looks like we're gonna go do it. So I don't know. We'll try to train like him and shit.
Dude, that's because you need
It'll
to
be
get one of those
sick.
missile launchers too and shoot it.
Yeah.
They all have them. But that would be amazing, man. Yeah, I saw him.
It would be amazing to be training up in the wilderness like that, like with the trees. You got your crew, you got your family, you got your squad. You just be chilling with them, training up, like hitting up the trails every day, maybe hunting a little bit of deer, caribou. This shit's fucking crazy as hell, boy. I'm just texting. Texting the pops, telling them I'm all good. Should be all right.
Jump in some ice water. Can you bring up a picture of him? One of those guys I don't like.
You saw his last fight in Abu Dhabi, or did you watch it?
Was that the one where he fought, Kevin Holland?
No, he fought Oliveira.
Just fucked up my hand.
Yeah.
He's a beast, Islam now.
He seems like an asshole, right? Is that him?
Crazy. I don't know if he's an asshole. He seems pretty. He's kind of like they play like the modest card and shit, but they're always like dripped out in Dior and like they dress like Khabib like drips hard.
Does he?
Yeah, he's always dripping. And Islam too, like he's always like he's got Dior kicks on and shit.
I mean,
but then they play the modest card, like they know what they're doing.
Right, I live in a sandcastle.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's why maybe they don't. They're kind of hesitant about
paper. Yeah,
they're kind of hesitant about us coming to Dagestan
because they don't want you to see what's going on.
I think they got it made over there. So I think now they're looking on Airbnb and shit, and like they're gonna just like rent a cabin and be like, all right, this is where we live and shit, But their real house is like 2 blocks. Khabib's got a fucking mansion
2 mountains over.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I can't imagine. Yeah, for some reason with Khabib, I have this idea of him like sleeping in like his childhood bed still, and his grandmother's in the other room, making
There's
like
no way though.
Cooking a rock or something,
Cooking a rock?
But that's what you think. But
what kind of seasoning are you putting on them rocks? Yo, this hurts so bad, guys.
There's no way. Like it's Khabib.
Need water.
He's loaded.
Yeah,
he's loaded.
Huh? And there's nothing to spend money on.
Nothing. He gets everything for free. Because when you're famous there too, like if you're like Middle Eastern, like royalty.
Oh, we should make a goal.
That's like next level shit, right? Like when you're
new subs can sign my
I feel
cast.
like it's different than here. Do you
Have
agree?
you seen some wealth like that? Have you been around some wealth and you're like, okay, this is some.
I don't know. I've been to Abu Dhabi twice, and I just know those people are so proud of the people that you know, because Dagestan's kind of close to the Middle East too, right? It's like right on the southern part of Russia, I think.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
So I feel like they worship those guys too. Like those guys are like he's like especially in the Muslim like religion too. Those
Yeah.
guys are gods. Like Khabib's a fucking
Ow.
god to those
Ow,
people.
ow, ow,
Yeah.
ow.
So he gets everything for free probably in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, everywhere he goes, like Saudi probably.
Dude, that's so crazy because that's like that's a world where there's like, you know, even like in the shadows, there's things going on.
Everyone's going there too now, Middle East. Do you notice that? I see everyone going
Want to go to Dubai? Who doesn't want to go to Dubai? Who doesn't want to go freaking race cars with Rocco?
to Dubai, Saudi
Really?
Arabia. They're like low key. They're taking over low key.
Damn.
They're coming up, bro.
This hurts.
I'm kind of start to wonder what's going to come up next, you know, because America's kind of become this like, it's definitely changing, huh?
I
Well,
think
you're
so. I think
Canada. You're
yeah,
Canada
but
guy.
Canada's changing too.
it?
Canada's worse, bro. I mean, after the whole COVID shit, it was bad there. Like Canada was fully locked down for like 2 years.
Wow.
Like it was fucked. And like when you go home too, like you notice. Like when I went home one time, like people like look at you and like back away. Like it was like people were brainwashed there, straight up. It was very sad to see. Like it was crazy.
And they're so nice there. They almost are willing to be more brainwashed.
But they
I
turned
think.
into assholes quick. Yeah. Yeah, but they were very brainwashed too.
Damn.
Like COVID's on every TV, every news. You walk into a restaurant, it's on the TV. It's crazy. But I think that kind of slowed
What a
us
time.
down a little bit. And then yeah, I think people are just
What do we do with the
pussy
cards?
in North American culture, right?
Yeah. I mean, in America, it was like I think people didn't know what to do. The media really controlled a lot of that narrative too and scared a lot of people.
I think that's one thing we learned from COVID is like, wow, the media is powerful.
Yeah.
Like it's actually scary. Do you
Yeah.
find?
I mean, no, tech is the new fossil fuel. That's what I say all the time. It's like whoever owns the bandwidth, that's it, you know? People keep talking about oil and all this bullshit. Dude, it's like it's whoever owns the fucking bandwidth. Did you see that new GP chat thing? Did you see that thing?
What's that?
Zach, see if you can pull that up. It was I think we were talking about it earlier. Yeah, I got to go out to dinner with Jordan one time. So his
Wow.
daughter lives in Nashville, right? So he came in and we all went to dinner and they eat meat, bro. They eat like
Yeah.
at the end of dinner it was just
Is
I mean,
he American or is he from? Because he taught in Toronto.
yeah, he's Canadian.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
So they
Damn.
eat meat and at the end of dinner there was just literally a plate of bones in between them.
Damn.
Mhm.
Meat and like seltzer water.
That's all you need, boys. Meat, chicken nuggets, seltzer water.
Really?
And I mean like a plate of
They're
almost
serious about like.
I'll fuck up a freaking bowl of meat and chicken nuggets any day, dude. It gives me the meat sweats, bro. Last time I went to a barbecue, I had the meat sweats, bro.
Like they just what's just they're like carnivores?
Yeah, they're dang carnivores, dude. They're just like North American carnivores, I guess. Or, you know, some type of carnivore.
Yeah, where we said yeah, the media, yeah. I guess yeah, that's one thing I just learned. It's like it's crazy. Like that's why I just feel like there's just gotta be some like elite level of people just like
It feels like it, huh?
yeah, because like they just put something on a screen or like they put it on our phones and then like we look at it and like we just believe it. Like, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, they could put anything on our screens, on our phones, and you're just gonna like you're gonna obey. It's fucking nuts.
It's gnarly. Did you see that show? It's called Don't Pick Up the Phone on Netflix.
no.
Okay, so this is unbelievable. So some man, right? A man was calling McDonald's, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or Hardee's, but mostly McDonald's.
This is all the movement I got,
And
guys.
he would talk to the manager, right? And he would say, hey, this is so-and-so with the something police department.
That's it.
We have access to you guys' closed circuit cameras. We saw that
Oh, it
a
hurts.
staff member had stolen some money, right? Do you have a staff member that looks like this? And they would describe the staff member. And then they would say, yeah, we do. And they would say, okay, can you have them come into the office? So this police officer is talking to the manager. The manager has a staff person come in the office, right? It's a woman. And then the police officer is like, okay, we're gonna have to come down and strip search her, or you can do it for us over the phone. You can ask the employee what they want. So they ask the employee, and the employee's like, well, I'd rather have you do it. I know you. I don't want somebody to come down here I don't know, right? So then the guy's like, okay, we need you to have her take her shirt off, right? And it keeps going on until the employee is like completely naked, like bending over, spreading their ass, spreading their, vagina, Vajeeks or whatever, right? It's insane. And all this is on the cameras in the McDonald's, right? So then at one point, the manager's like, I've been doing this for an hour and 20 minutes with this employee. I got to feed people breakfast out here. And the officer's like, is there anyone else you trust that you could have finish up the strip search, right? And she's like, well, my fiance, I guess he could come down and help, right? The manager's fiance comes down, right? And is now on the phone with the police officer. This lady's been there naked for an hour and a half. The officer's like, yeah, I need you to like smell her body for like drugs. And then I need you to like have her lay over your knees.
But is the officer real or they're just
The
fucking
officer's
with
not
him?
real.
Yeah.
And so, but these people don't know it. It's like this, it's this system that happens in your head when you get a little bit of direction
Right.
and you start to follow it. And by the end, this man who doesn't even work in the McDonald's is spanking this woman, right? Then the officer says,
This is like actually happened.
bro, this happened in like 50 locations.
What? And there's a video about that?
There's
on
a
Netflix?
documentary about it on Netflix.
Holy
What's it
shit.
called again?
It's called Don't Pick Up the Phone.
Okay.
Bro, I was
We gotta watch that. What the fuck?
laughing so fucking hard. In the end, this girl gives the man a blowjob, dude.
Okay, that's gotta be fake, no?
No. They
I
had
gotta
it's
watch
right
that
there.
shit.
The guy went to jail for it.
What?
And all he was trying to do was help his freaking wife, who's a McDonald's.
That's fucked. Okay, you
manager,
gotta be a
dude.
bit dumb to believe that, though. Right?
Well, you have to be, but there's this thing where it's like when you start to believe a little bit. What is that called, Zach?
When you start to believe something a little bit, like
No, it's a system that's in there. But it was just, man, it's unbelievable. And finally, like they start to figure out who this guy is, and I won't tell you what happens. But this guy had been doing it for like 10, 12 years.
Wow.
Call him
and
McDonald's.
he just got a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Type shit. It's pretty fun. It's kind of a good prank call.
Bro, the level that it went to was just, I mean,
what if
it's
it just started out as like a funny prank call, and
Right.
then like he's like just kind of fucking with them, and then they actually did it?
I'm sure. Well, people were blowing each other. People were,
Why the fuck are these people doing this off our phone call? Like what? Like you could not call my phone
a
and
lot
get
of
me to do
instances,
some
where
crazy
people
shit like
smelling
that.
each other's butt.
That's
Just things that
fucking
were just
wild.
really graphic, you know?
That's wild.
Can you imagine you're at a McDonald's, you getting strip searched? You're fucking 18 years
I would just
old.
quit, bro.
Well, here's
up.
the best
Yeah.
part of that call is at one point the janitor comes in, right? He picks up the phone, he listens to the dude for like 10 seconds. He's like, oh, this guy's just fucking playing around and
Yeah.
hangs the phone up.
Fuck. McDonald's is fucked. I worked there for like 3 shifts.
Really?
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah?
But it was so brutal. Like I was just like, fuck this, bro.
What was your responsibilities there?
So it's so weird. Like when you work in the kitchen, they make the newest person do like the hardest job. It's called like batch cooking or some shit. And you gotta like the burgers are on one side of the
Yeah.
kitchen, and then the fried shit, like the nuggets and the fucking all that shit.
The
like
fun shit.
McChickens and shit. That's all on the other side of the kitchen. And you gotta like go back and forth and like do both.
Oh.
And it's only one person that does it. And like the managers are up there just fucking off, like
Yeah.
munching on fries and shit.
They're
The
always
sandwich
doing that.
machine's broken.
Every time you go to a
Yeah,
McDonald's,
so
there's
it's
like 4
it was
managers
pretty
just fucking
crazy.
off.
And then like some 40-year-old was like bitching at me. Like I
Yeah?
was just like, yo, I'm out. And then I went to work at the golf course and just like fucked off and worked there.
Did you see a lot of celebs at the golf course that came through, or no? Was
Actually,
it not
we
that kind of
met.
place?
No, actually, yeah. Will Smith came through there once.
It's crazy.
And then Margot Robbie.
Oh yeah, was she pretty?
She was smoking.
God.
Yeah, in a golf skirt and shit too.
Oh.
Getting hammered with her girls and shit. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish I had more semen in my body than I do.
Yeah.
Um. What was your experience like? I know you
Golly,
guys
this
had
shit's
OJ
fucking
Simpson,
annoying.
right? Take me through the process of how you pull in somebody like that, and was there some ethical questions about it? I know you guys don't have a lot of ethics.
No, we
But
don't have
was
a
there
lot of
some-
ethics.
Was there,
But
was there some ethical questions about
yeah,
it?
you know what? Actually, no. Being real, we actually did debate it.
Yeah.
We've had the opportunity for like months, like on maybe like a year, honestly. And I think he has
What-
like a right hand guy.
Oh yeah.
For us, it's usually like when the son's a fan. That's how we get like mostly all our shit.
Yeah.
Like if they have a male fan and he's 16 to whatever, 20 something, 28, he
It's a
probably
wrap.
knows us, right?
Yeah.
So OJ's right hand guy, his son is a fan, and I met him at a Super Bowl party. We were already connected over email, but yeah, we were talking about it. He's like, I can get OJ for you guys, blah blah blah, but the only condition is like, don't bring up the trial.
Right.
And that was like,
No,
that
bring
was
up the
condition
trial. That's
from
the only
day
thing
one.
we
Don't
want to
bring up,
interview him about.
like the trial, nothing about 1990 whatever. And we're like, yeah, like whatever. And then we were debating it. Like a lot of people on our team didn't want to do it because we're like we asked like even like Gary V, I think one time too, like, what do you think about this? He's like, nah, don't do that. Like, don't touch that. Like, and we're like, yeah. So we were kind of scared of it too because it is kind of fucked up. Like, you know, how would the family feel? Like,
Right.
giving that guy a platform to talk.
Very true. Like, I mean, I've never even went down that rabbit hole. We all know about it, but like, yeah, dude.
But I think
whole
the way
family
we
died.
went about it was
Well, not
we
whole
decided
family,
to do
but
it. We're just
fucking,
like, yo, like
you know,
we're just gonna
the
actually
murder.
ask him like the tough question too. We're not just gonna go there and not ask that.
Right.
Like,
that's
that's fucked
that's a good
up.
point. You know, that's actually a really great point.
Yeah.
By asking him, at least there's that you're doing kind of what everybody wants to
Yeah.
do.
And at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, it's not our fault. Like, I don't know. It's like I'm not the justice system. Like we had him on, and
Right.
that's what a podcast is. I would almost have almost anyone on.
It's a good point.
I don't know if I believe in the not giving someone a platform thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Personally.
Yeah. I mean, we've had guys and guys that have had sex, crime issues in our, world, and it's like, when do you know if a guy's getting better, if somebody or any type of thing, when do you know if a guy's getting better? And try to help them, just be a part of it. It's like, be supportive. It's like if somebody were sick, you try to help them. But with OJ, was it like, and I didn't mean you guys don't have any ethics. I was just kind of clowning, but do you think when you saw him, was it hard to get that question out kind of?
It was so hard.
Fuck.
Because he walked in right away and like,
And is he
he's
big or not?
Yeah, he's tall as shit.
Fuck.
Nice, sexy purple suit.
Ooh.
He's looking fly. Comes in, like, he's talking about golf. Like, he's asking me where I play golf in Cali. Like, we play the same courses and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're talking about specific holes. Like, I'm like, fuck, this guy's a beauty.
Oh, because now you have a little bit of a friendship.
Yeah, like, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right, shut up, dude. Stop being so fucking
Yeah,
nice.
huh? Get the knife
Yeah,
out.
I was like, shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then we got into the pod and we are like, again, he's a very likable guy, which is clearly how he did what he did. Like, he's very charming and likable. So yeah, but for that one, I was just pounding Happy Dads. I kind of treated it like a prank. Like, I was like, fuck, like, I didn't want to do it, but I just kept pounding Happy Dads.
Will
And
Happy
did
Dads
it.
help someone ask a question they don't want to ask, you think?
I mean, alcohol, it's liquid courage, right?
But Happy Dads specifically, you think?
Specifically, I mean, electrolytes and shit.
It can help you
it has
ask a murderer if
electrolytes.
they did it.
Yeah.
That's
It definitely doesn't hurt.
Yeah. It could almost be like a thing that's capable of. Not sure if your cousin killed somebody.
Uh-huh. Drink Happy Dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was tough to ask. But yeah, I'm glad I did it.
And you
Because
did it in
people
a way
would
that
have
was
been
actually
pissed.
artful. It was like, do you think the murderer's still out there? Or
I think I said, first I asked him if he's scared to face God. And then I said, yeah, like, do you think the killer's still out there?
Yeah, because it's like he's never really went out and looked for. Have you ever even went and looked for him?
I
Like even
guess
taking a
not.
walk?
But then after I read a lot of comments like
He has bad hips though.
conspiracies and shit, that his son did it or some shit, but who knows?
The little fat son?
I
mean,
don't
he's
know.
older now.
I don't know. But apparently, like, his son was involved or something.
Bring up
but-
the son, OJ's son at time of murder. This is going to be unreal. This is why I stay off Reddit.
But have you seen that before? I watched like
Trying
all
to
the
pin his
documentaries
son
and
now?
shit, and like it was so bad. Like there was like 8 domestic violence calls, like pictures of the Nicole like beaten up. It's pretty sad, man. Oh,
Yeah,
this
that's
guy?
his son now, maybe.
No, it's an old photo.
That's
Oh, it is. But yeah, look at the group of the 4 of them right there. You think that little kid did
Oh,
it? No
what?
way.
oh,
That
okay.
kid, dude, he would have to run and put a knife
yeah, no,
forward.
okay. I don't know how old he was, but
How much did that kid weigh, you think?
How much does that kid weigh?
He would have had to like have a sword.
45
huh? I
pounds?
think it was just a regular knife.
yeah, he definitely fucking did it. I mean,
Yeah, zoom in on that kid, Zach. I don't know.
no chance.
Look at his face a little bit more. Let's get a little closer on him.
It's so irritating, guys. The
I
rap.
think,
No chance.
I think he's looking.
He does kind of look suspicious.
Yeah. Like, we'll see what happens next.
Yeah,
You know?
he does look a little suspicious.
It's crazy, man. They say that, that girl who died in Colorado, her brother killed her. That famous little beauty parlor girl,
Jean-Benet Ramsey.
JonBenet Ramsey. Yeah. That her brother killed her.
Damn.
And he's homoerotic, I think. Did it end weird after you said that to him? After you talked about it, was there a weird?
I think he tried to keep his cool. We also pulled up in a Ford Bronco. So.
Fuck yeah.
And we pulled up because it was just for the video. We didn't want him to see us, but then like he pulled up at the same time and like he did like a double look. Like and like I thought we almost blew it right then and there because he's like, "What the fuck are they doing in a Bronco?" Yeah.
It's murder. What if you were listening to that song you pulled out,
Oh
dude?
my god. Yeah, no, he was cool after. He kept his cool. I don't think he wanted. He's very aware, so I think he wanted to keep his cool and not give a good reaction.
Did you get a vibe that he had done it?
No, not really. Like it's hard to.
How do you get a
believe he
vibe
did.
that
He's
somebody's a murderer?
likable and like cool, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to believe anyone would kill someone. So like, you're sitting across from a murderer. You're like, did this guy actually kill someone? No matter who it is, I guess. But no, I didn't get that vibe. But I don't know. I mean, it was crazy.
It's hard to know.
We got some flack for doing him, but not that much. Most people liked it. But some people were like, why the fuck would you give him a platform? Blah, 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 blah. But I don't really give a shit about that shit.
I think Ron Goldman's sister started a podcast, I believe. The man that got killed with the wife.
Really?
Yeah. The wife was beautiful.
With the wife
man.
of who?
With OJ's wife.
Oh,
Nicole Brown and her friend. There was a guy, Ron Goldman, that got killed too.
Yeah.
That people forget about a lot.
Uh-huh.
And damn.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it, man. I don't think I could kill. I think I could put the knife in somebody. I couldn't pull it out.
Stabbing's kind of fucked. I could probably pop someone with a gun.
Yeah, but I think you gotta stab them if you're gonna do it.
You think?
Yeah, it's more like Rome. It's like, like Caesar kind of. Like I feel like you have to at least do it. Like you'll never even know what it like. At least if you're stabbing them, you're part of like the culture.
I feel like even I'd lean more to like a rear naked choke type
Just
shit.
choke 'em till the
Like,
end?
Just I feel like I could do that, but like the stabbing is just like that's fucked.
You
I don't
gotta
know if I
mean
could
it.
do. Yeah, you got to really mean it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you gotta mean it, man. That's the thing. I think it would have to
Even
be
like pushing them off like a tall building.
That's insane, bro.
That's
This
easier,
shit is
though.
so annoying,
Like,
Jim.
it's just kind of like a push, and then you just cut.
It's on
But,
fire.
like stabbing's like you got to commit to it the whole way.
Yeah.
It's like a longer moment.
they're
It's a
gonna look
longer
you in the
murder.
eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe if you did like a when you fucking pushed them,
yeah.
I would do the fake cough at him.
Uh-huh.
I think you have to do something,
Yeah.
or just randomly put something there you're gonna trip on. Like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Why did somebody put this? Bowling ball right here? Zach, did you get that audio working? I just wanted to look at that.
Yeah, I got it here.
All right, thank you very
So
much.
you're talking about Chat GPT, which, for people who don't know, that's the AI, right? That makes stories out, like it can make text stories out of anything.
Text stories.
Yeah, it's just showing you like what is like kind of
Text
the future
stuff.
of even like classwork and stuff could be like.
Oh no.
How many of you know what ChatGPT is?
Me.
Okay.
You make it
So
bigger.
not very many. So I'll tell you what ChatGPT is, just so you know, because you need to know this. And I don't know what sort of technological revolution this is. Gutenberg press level? It's something like that. This is a big deal. So this AI system, it's a general language processing model, was released about a week and a half ago. And I went and interacted with it. It's an AI system, artificial intelligence system. It basically is trained on, a massive corpus of spoken or of text.
And corpus
So it's
is
derived
information.
its models of the world from the analysis of human speech, essentially. It isn't using real world data yet, but that will be happening certainly within the next year. So, and ChatGPT analyzes a very large corpus of text, and that corpus is growing all the time. Now, it's already sophisticated enough. I went on to it last week, and I said, okay, some of you know I've written these books, 12 Rules for Life, and then Beyond Order, 12 more rules, because, you can't have enough rules. And I asked it, this is what I asked it to do. I said, write me an essay that's a 13th rule for Beyond Order, written in a style that combines the King James Bible with the Tao Te Ching. That's pretty difficult to pull off, Any one of those things is hard. The intersection of all three, that's impossible. Well, it wrote it in about 3 seconds, 4 pages long, and it isn't obvious to me, for better or worse, that I would be able to tell
Ooh,
that
this
I
is
didn't
fucking
write
annoying,
it.
fam.
Right, and
This
okay, and
cast,
that's
boys.
impressive, although,
can't do
you
it.
know, maybe
So
That's
annoying.
crazy. I mean, just to think that like you go put your
I
information.
really hope
you know,
tomorrow it's not in pain.
The AI shit's crazy.
you can like, hey, write this novel for me, write this story. I mean, it might not be great, but you'd almost have your ghostwriter right there create like half of the work.
That's why I'm trying to like be successful and make my money in the next like 5 or whatever years before this shit becomes like mainstream.
Right, because then at that point, it feels like there's not even going to be any value to being human anymore.
No, like, and I feel like to compete in society, you're gonna need to like do this type of stuff or have like a Neuralink, right? That's the other thing too. Like
Yeah.
the Elon Musk, like whatever in the brain. Like
Yeah.
the most successful people are they're gonna do this shit. I just don't want to be a part of that shit at all.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want a Neuralink in my brain. Would you get one?
I don't know. I think
Chad, would you get one? I would get one if it like increased sight and reflexes or something. I would totally get one, or even like smell, or like memory.
if it helped me sleep, I would probably get it.
I'd have to
True.
get
I mean,
one.
the medical benefits are like that's pretty crazy.
What am I gonna
Yeah,
be
there are
obsolete?
some. Does it say there are?
I mean, that's kind of half of it. Yeah, too. I think he said like it can like cure like Alzheimer's and stuff like that, and like I think he even said like can cure like paralyze.
Fuck.
Yeah. So I mean that if that's true, that's insane. But I think just the fact of everyone having like something in their brain, like that's fucked.
Yeah.
Like then the government has
Right.
they're in your brain. Like are they like that thing's probably downloading info. Like
But is it even the government anymore? I feel like the government is like a shell LLC for like whatever bigger, darker fucking money licking lizards are out there, you know?
Money
I
licking
feel like there's
lizards.
just some big lizard licking a nickel somewhere in a fucking bank.
what's that
vault.
thing called? Reptilians or whatever or some shit?
There's just a
Yeah,
fucking
'cause,
lizard
yeah,
licking a
people believe, I
nickel
think, in some of
somewhere,
that, like
controlling everything,
you know,
guys.
reptilian.
Let's go pee real quick. Been drinking a lot of water. I got hoes.
Kings or whatever, but it starts to feel like something's fucking going on.
That's
A
what I think.
lizard licking
Sometimes I think
nickel.
that like secretly like aliens are like running the world.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they're on Earth and they're like I don't know if they're disguised or whatever.
Back when I was young and I was like 8, I remember my aunt is like a medium. She's in like was in this medium group. And like the Long Island medium was in that group too. And fucking I remember the Long Island medium was big on that and would tell them all like there's aliens among us and they just blend in. It's fucking crazy.
But I just feel like humans are just so easily manipulated.
It's
Like I
almost
feel
shocking.
like I feel like they came here and said like we need to live here, but there's like this species.
My idea was like imagine if like the aliens did put us here. Like something did put us here and it's like for all the things we love, like gathering resources and shit. Like why the fuck do we like metal? Like why the fuck do we like silver? Why? What if they like we're harvesting it and like yeah we have jewelry but somewhere along the lines it's like all this gold and silver and material is just getting like flown out,
Sees here that we need to control.
Yeah.
And, like,
teleported
they
away.
just taught us how to act like humans, and now they're just kind of controlling us type shit. I don't know. That's what it feels like sometimes. Because like
Yeah.
we're smart, but we're not that smart.
No, and we're not that individual as we think. You know, we kind of think
No.
we are, but then it's like we look at the news. We all look at the same 7 news stories every day. It's all we all go to like 4 websites now. Remember when there were so many websites like shoesandpussy.net or whatever?
Right?
There was everything.
Shoesandpussy.net.
And now it's just like, you know, ESPN, fucking.
And then you're typing it. Yeah, now though it is like you type in YouTube, and then you'll be watching the YouTube video, and you'll literally do this. Open a new tab and open the YouTube again. And it's like, okay, now I'm going to watch this video and this one. It's like, yo, what the fuck? We're canceling the 2023 Valorant season? Hold on, we got to watch that.
You know, yeah, people don't even go to Yahoo anymore. People used to go to that, but it's just like there's just ESPN. Like there's not even like any
There's
web-
nothing.
Dude, I'll be on ESPN and go type ESPN again.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just add ESPN Plus.
That's what I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah, there's like, yeah, and that's it. It's like there, you know, or there's betting. It's like it's just gambling. It's like
Disney owns fucking everything now too. Like
it's all gotten really strange. It's all gotten just so like there's not like any like it's all just gotten down to like 3 or 4 companies.
yeah, it's
I
crazy.
sometimes think that we don't see any aliens anymore because aliens like they were here a long time or like they come to Earth and like these people are fucking lame. Like they're still
Yeah.
walking around. They're still shitting in like a little ornament. You know, like they're out of their minds. Like,
True, right? I know things that we take for granted or things that we do so normally.
yeah,
Imagine if there was like another species watching us.
yeah.
And they're like, "What the fuck? Like, why do they do? Why are they doing this? Like, imagine us. We observe animals and say, like, oh, that's so interesting how they do that. Like, we do the same weird type of shit. That if there was a more intelligent species, they'd be like, why the fuck do they do this? Like,
yeah.
Why are they drinking water
Yeah,
like
we're
that?
their nature channel, dude. They're like, oh, this guy's bringing leftovers. This guy's driving from the Italian restaurant with half of a fucking veal parmigiana in his back seat,
Right.
with his wife who won't shut the fuck up.
I know.
You know,
He
sorry,
hates her. He
wives.
hates her, but he won't leave her. Like type shit. Like
yeah, dude. Or she hates him, or she has like some buzzer underwear that's like touching her puss the whole time. It's just like, what is it?
What?
Like, that's
Wait, what, Theo? You're talking about how we're the Discovery Channel. He's like, yeah, and she's got some like buzzer underwear that's on her puss. Like what?
why I think aliens don't even come here anymore. It's because they
don't.
like they know back home like that place is a fucking dump. Like they're like it's almost
He's
like
like
if you go
trying not to laugh
you
at
wanna
it.
Go to
I feel
Toledo,
like.
you know, no offense, but you know I got tetanus there from just looking opening my eyes in the city. But it's like it's just like they're not even coming here. If your shitty alien parents are taking you to fucking Earth on your fucking
True.
alien vacation, dude, you're so lame.
I know it's crazy. What the I don't know what our fucking future is.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all gonna go to shits before it gets better. Like we're too far gone. I think.
Yeah, I don't know how it gets back. I mean, people have lost their sense of like American idealism, I think is kind of gone. You know, most of the like smaller cities and stuff kind of struggle. But then there's still a lot of like people there that care about each other and stuff. So I think if shit hit the fan, cities would kind of get fucked up first because people in cities are just going to pop each other
Cities
off
are
and kill each
fucked.
other.
Yeah.
They're going to kill each other
Done.
immediately.
You don't want to be in the city.
But towns will band together, you know, counties and small rural areas, they'll fucking band together.
For sure.
You know, and they'll have a lot of weapons.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
middle America and like yeah. When you go to those places, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, people are just chilling. They're eating fucking pie, dude. They're wanting to fuck each other, but they can't,
Yeah.
you know, because somebody's, you know.
That's what, because I don't know if you know, but like Canadians hate Americans.
Really?
Yeah, Canadians hate Americans. Like when I like that was the thing before. Like Canadians don't like Americans.
Why? What
They
happened?
think they're like arrogant or whatever type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I found it cool. Like when I used to go to like the southern states first, like when I would go to like Georgia or like even I don't know. I just feel people are really nice there. I find too. Like
Yeah.
the southern states and like the real like American
Oh, yeah.
states. People are fucking really nice.
Yeah,
I think.
people are.
People
yeah,
are cool.
It's a lot. Yeah, America's awesome, man. I mean, there's a lot of great places. We get stuck in these like spaces where we just hear shit out of New York and LA, where people are just more concerned about like you know, they feel like they don't need America anymore. Like
yeah,
they're better
which is
than
so
it.
stupid.
It's fucking dumb, dude.
So dumb.
It's so dumb, man. That's one thing I liked. I moved to Nashville a couple years ago, a year and a half ago.
Is that where you like live?
Yeah,
That's dope.
and it's been great, man. It's like you get to see,
Yeah, Tennessee didn't budge at all, right?
dude,
For,
that
like,
shit was wide open during the vaccine.
yeah.
There were people fucking eating vaccine. I mean, no, there were people fucking eating COVID, dude.
I
They
saw
were
what you
eating
said,
the
like, what do you-
vaccine. No,
what
no,
do
no,
we
no,
do
no.
with
They
our
were
fake
eating
vax
COVID.
cards?
Oh yeah, dude.
That's funny.
Well,
It's
fuck
true, right?
Ah,
Yeah.
fucking hand.
What do we do with them?
Yeah, like, do we throw them out? Like, are you gonna need it again one day?
I don't know. But that was the whole thing's it just I don't know. And it wastes a lot of people's time. That's the worst part. The thing I hate the most about that COVID was like if there was like women out there who were looking for love or something, and they're getting old, it's like it kind of separated a lot of people like that,
It's fucking crazy. Thank God it's over though.
Yeah, dude. If they try to do it again, people are gonna get shot, I think.
Yeah.
How do you
No,
just do it
I
again?
don't know what's gonna happen in the next 10 years or some shit. I think it's gonna be crazy.
What is some of you guys' business plans before you get out of
This
here?
shit
Man, what
be
is some of your business
throbbing.
plans like moving forward? Like, so you see this, you have this product, you're working well with these Shahidi guys. You guys have do you still feel like a creative or do you start to feel like a businessman? What's some of that feel like?
Both. I think that's definitely like one of the struggles is like you got to do the creative shit and you still got to do the business shit too, right?
Yeah.
I enjoy both, but yeah, it definitely is tough. I think we're just gonna try to continue to grow Happy Dad. We're gonna like double our states. We're in 16 states, so we're gonna be in probably 32 by the end of the year.
Oh, sweet.
We're gonna launch Canada, which I'm pumped about.
Dude, that's
Like,
going to be insane.
It's gonna be insane. Like that's gonna be like a dream come true for me. It's gonna be crazy.
Wow, bro, to launch a freaking beverage in your own country, that's so
Yeah.
ill.
You been up there or no?
Yeah, dude,
You've done
I
probably done a
love-
This
ton of
shit
shows, right?
throbbing.
Toronto, best posture
Toronto,
in
like-
the world. Best
yeah.
posture.
Yeah. What? Oh, with people?
Oh, you see people in Toronto? You could barely see them, dude. 'cause
I've
they're
never
such
noticed that.
Oh, it's a clean line of human.
Damn.
You could barely see them anywhere in the whole world.
Are you going there anytime soon or no?
Yeah, I'll probably go. We're doing a bunch of shows. I mean, dude, we sold like 10,000 tickets in New York. We sold like,
Damn.
To one show?
well, I like to do.
A few different ones.
Yeah,
That's
I don't-
sick.
I like a small. I would rather keep a smaller venue
Yeah.
than do because it just feels a little more intimate.
Hell yeah.
You get some of those bigger places. It definitely seems neater, but then the people are so far away. You feel like you don't even know them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been doing great. So I think we'll get up to Canada, man. We're gonna go to Calgary, Regina. We're going to damn
Virginia.
Have you been there, Saskatchewan?
Dude, I used to go. To
I've never
Edmonton.
been there.
You haven't?
I've been to Edmonton.
Virginia.
I used to go to Edmonton and get food poisoning up
Oh,
there.
It's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
greasy up there, right?
Yeah, it's fucking a lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah,
just
it's
drinking
fucking,
oil and trying to fuck each other.
Yeah.
Drinking oil and
It's
trying
pretty
to.
cool.
And like
each
you
other.
gotta, I don't want to be racist, but like you gotta watch out for the natives there too.
Really?
I mean, yeah, they don't fuck around. Like you can't fuck around with them.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, they'll fuck you up.
Nuh-uh.
hmm In Edmonton,
Wow.
yeah, you gotta be careful.
And do they are they on? They're not on horseback or whatever.
No, they're just just there smoking darts, like having
Yeah.
a cigarette, and they'll fuck you up if you like look at them wrong and shit.
fuck yeah.
Fuck
To get that
yeah.
sanctioned, huh?
Yeah,
Dude, they should have a little bit of like native versus white. Do it over,
like in the UFC.
Yes, do something, or at least like a small field battle. When I was growing up, we'd go out there to the CWRs, out there to the Civil War reenactments, and we'd get out there, and somebody's daddy would be in it, and there'd always be some fucking chicks out there trying to fucking smash like some of the generals and shit. But that was a big thing in the South,
The Civil War reenactments.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it was huge, man. I remember we'd go there.
I've never went to a
600,
Civil War
700 people out
reenactment.
there reenacting.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
You get out there, people are eating. Somebody's got a horn. Somebody's fucking coming out there in the distance, drinking Dr. Pepper, bro. And praying. God, I miss it. But, Kyle Forgard, any suggestions you have? And it's kind of a general question we get all the time. But for somebody that's kind of like trying to get into the digital space now, somebody that's looking to like find their way, find their lane, is there any thoughts you would have kind of for them? Like,
My best
What
I
does
friend.
that
think
look
I think
like
the
now?
new age now is like you probably know too, but
What
it's all
sucks
about
is
the
no
clipping
fucking
shit
tech
now,
tapping.
right? Like
Yeah.
even on your pod, I see your clips all the time, right?
yeah, you guys too. That's how I keep up with Brad. That's how I know what Steiny's doing. It's
Trying to
like
put my
Yeah.
charger in my
Right.
phone with
So
one
I
hand.
think-
This is
I
impossible.
think the best thing you
No,
can
I'm
do
alright.
now is to be like shareable, right? I think, you know, whatever you're doing, just like, how is someone that doesn't know you or doesn't give a fuck about you, like, what's going to make them want to watch your shit? Or what's going to make someone want to show a friend your thing, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be something to it. Like, right? Like, your shit, people share it because it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, you know, someone's going to be like, yo, look, this is funny. Like, you got to be shareable. Like, if you look at your piece of content and there's no reason to share it, you're not going to grow. Especially now. It's not like before. There's so many people.
I wonder if I could
doing
play
it, like, you gotta
Osu
really
with
stand out, right?
Yeah.
without
Can't
the
be
mouse.
boring. You gotta.
Yeah, you have to find, I think, what is your unique thing.
Yeah.
And also editing can be key. So if you have a good editor or if you have a good
Yeah.
eye for your own stuff. Like I remember when I first went to colleges, I didn't have a full hour of comedy, right?
Right.
So I would go and I would show up the day before and I would do like a cribs, like with like the principal of the school.
He's brave as fuck for like having a gig, like a big gig, and then not even having an hour of the comedy, and then figuring out what to do. Like that's
Like
insane.
a fraternity house.
Yeah.
And then I would edit and I would interview people on campus and then I would edit it that night. And so then the next day I would do a little bit more and finish the editing. And then when it came time for the showtime, I had like this 20-minute intro video where it was like cut together, looked like a shitty cribs kind of,
Yeah.
but it was with like the principal, you know, or like
That's jokes.
and then like
Is
a
that shit
fraternity.
still on YouTube?
No, I never put any of that. I'll have to
Oh.
see if I can find some of that.
That sounds funny.
It was pretty cool, but then I had like suddenly I had like a 20-minute opener, and then I would do 25 minutes of comedy, and then I do like 15 Q&A, and now I have an hour show.
100%.
But it was like I learned how to do like those things, you know, and like at least know
Cut corners on the time.
what I was going to be kind of
But still be
a
entertaining.
domain over,
Yeah.
you know, and how I like to navigate humor and clips. And you could edit stuff together too to make things funny no matter what.
Yeah. And now like, I think shit stopped going viral for a bit on YouTube. Like, remember when shit used to go crazy
Yeah.
viral? Like the fucking
Yeah, you guys were
Charlie bit my finger. Those type.
Oh.
Like, no, but anyone could upload a video on YouTube.
cannibalism or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. People eating each other and shit, right?
Dude.
They would allow anything before.
Well, they had one video of a guy making love to a dog in a park, dude, that was up
Like, actual
forever.
penetration.
Yeah, bro, it's
Wow.
crazy. That shit was out there.
What the fuck am I hearing?
It's
dude.
lit.
It's crazy.
Horse
It's just
porn and shit.
well, it makes you wonder if we'd ever get back to that, you know? Where
Oh, I hope
some
not.
guys just staying warm with a fucking Saint Bernard, and you respect it.
Yeah. Getting
know?
a blowy from a golden retriever.
I mean, that's a little
Getting a
crazy,
blowy
but
from
I
a
mean,
golden retriever.
That seems
You know
like,
they're gonna stay loyal, right? Golden
that-
retrievers.
oh. Dude, I remember first time I saw a golden retriever, dude. I'd never seen a dog inside someone's house before, right? So I'm over at
Getting
my
a
buddy,
blowy
and
from a
this
golden
fucking dog
retriever.
comes around the corner, right? And I was
You know
like,
they're gonna
oh,
stay
I mean, it was,
loyal, right?
Just a beautiful golden.
oh, just blonde hair,
Yeah.
beautiful fucking blonde hair. I mean, it kind of looked like Suzanne Summers. She was like this older model. Bring her up. It looked like Suzanne. I mean, it came around and it fucking looked like somebody like loved it or whatever. And I just remember being like, my God, dude, it looked like her.
Right.
Fuck yeah. But I'd never seen it. I'd never seen a dog indoors.
The
Every
golden
dog I've been
retriever
around was
looked like
outdoor
her.
dog, you know, and they died out there. I mean, they lived out there.
Deal
too.
funny as
Yeah.
fuck.
But dude, thanks so much for just coming
Yeah, I
in and
appreciate it,
like
bro.
yeah, I think it's really helpful for everybody to kind of learn about what the Nelk Boys is, what the Full Send is, what it's like, kind of just what your journey's been like, man.
Yeah, no, I
And,
appreciate you having me. I gotta come. I want to come to some shows, man.
Yeah,
We've never been.
yeah,
I've seen a ton of
congrats.
your shit online, but we gotta come see some shows live.
Yeah, dude, definitely. We'll get you to one for sure. I'm supposed to just hopefully start doing some stuff with UFC. I'm trying, so
Really?
yeah, I want to try to start. We're trying to start figuring some stuff out. So
Anything you could say or no?
no,
Not
it's
yet.
just we're still in like in the incubator stages.
Ow.
That's sick.
It would just be I just love it so much. Every time I'm there, it's
Dude,
like
yeah.
Christmas, you know.
Even
It's
like some commentary type shit or like you
I
can't
think
say.
just like
That
some,
just gets me excited.
we're
I'd love
figuring
to
out
see
the
you do that.
involvement. You know, we're
Nice.
trying to figure out what it could be. Because God, I'm just so fucking. Oh, it just feels
Dude,
so good.
you should do that. That'd be sick.
I'm trying, man. It just feels so good when we're there. You know, Kyle
Hell
Forgard,
yeah.
thanks so much, bro,
Hell
for
yeah.
coming in, dude. I gotta
Appreciate
come
it.
on Full Send soon.
Yes, let's do it when you're back.
All right, let's do it.
Hell yeah. All right, bro.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take.
Shine that light on me.
All right, we got some new merch to tell you about.
I'll
We got the
tell
vintage
you my
rat
story.
tee, the hunting club hoodies and hats.
Let's see if I can do Osu with just the mouse. But I do want to watch. Where's that video? Oh, fuck. No way Cody's bringing Draw My Life back. I was going to do a Draw My Life as like a YouTube video. That's crazy. He beat me to it. I should have did that a year ago. Where's that video that I saw though?
I just got some news that makes all of 2023 a huge waste of my time. It kind of feels like I opened up a kissing booth in 2020.
We changed
What
the
is this
title.
news? What wasted all of my time? Well, to give you some context, we have to go back to the start of the year, where I announced that I'm joining up with Moist Critical, aka Charlie, and his Moist Esports organization, Moist Moguls. You might have heard of it before, and it's taken up a lot of my time this year, making merch for it, signing Melee players, watching the events. That's all really fun, and I enjoyed a lot of it. But the biggest crown jewel and the biggest time spent was our Valorant team. The Moist Moguls Valorant team cost hundreds of thousands of dollars and dozens of hours every single month just to get off the ground and to operate. And I was really proud of the team. We did very well. But then I received this news this morning. An update regarding the teams participating in VCT Americas 2024, which is basically like the tier 1 franchise, top of the line North American teams and South American teams. After several months in rounds of communication with the Guard, the organization has failed to meet the deadline to agree with a team participation agreement for VCT Americas. As a result, the Guard will not be participating in 2024 VCT Americas League. What does this mean? Well, basically, the Guard, a team that we competed against for a chance to be in this pro VCT Americas League, is no longer going to be in it because they didn't sign the paperwork for it. And so as a result, they're not letting any team into the pro league. Everyone's going to stay in amateurs. They're going to stick with 10 teams for the upcoming season. And guess who beat us on the way to maybe make it to the franchise spot? The Guard. 3-0 in the losers finals, which was our only chance to make it to the Ascension tournament to become a franchise team, as opposed to what we are now, which is more like a minor league team. And that sucks because it basically means that none of it mattered. Losing didn't matter because the people that beat us aren't even going to go on to do great things. How do we get to this point? Well, let's rewind a bit. If you guys don't know, this has been an amazing month for Valorant. In fact, they just wrapped up VCT Champs, which is their largest event of the year, which I'm only going to show you one clip because I think it's really funny. This is Elon Musk, who was spotted at the event, getting shown on camera and then getting booed. And then after he gets booed for a little bit, they start chanting,
Paper X, another challenge for them.
Bring back Twitter. True, I agree, Elon. Anyway, that was a good month for Valorant. They had a bunch of views. Everybody was super hype. EG won it over Paper X. Great. Lovely. However, they have just hit us with a bomb that next year, VCT Americas is not going to let anybody ascend. Fuck Aiden. I keep getting caught by FOMO investing. He put a lot of money into a CSGO knife and it made a lot of money, and then I started looking into CSGO knives. But that's stupid. I have to stop being stupid with my money. And one way to do that is by getting a 5.5% yield on my cash by buying government-backed treasury bills. Yeah, sometimes I say smart stuff. That's obviously a much higher yield than a savings account, and it's also a fixed rate, so you know you're going to get 5.5% back. And it's backed by the government, who will probably be around for a while. But there's a problem. It can be a little tricky to buy US Treasuries, and that's where Public comes in. They're the sponsor of today's video and also a super easy one-stop shop to get your US Treasuries instead of using a website that looks like it's from 1996. So if you want to be a little bit smarter and a little less like Aiden, then go to public.com/mogulmail right now or click the link in the description to get started. Thank you to Public for sponsoring this video. All right, goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. And who is this Guard? Why are they doing this? Is this Riot's doing? Is this the Guard's fault? Well, to explain it, the Guard is a esports team owned by the people who also own SoFi Stadium, the Los Angeles Rams. I think they own like a super good football team in Europe as well. They're incredibly rich. They're also not that interested in staying in esports. In February, I talked about
it doesn't make money anymore.
Mail. The Guard laid off almost all of their staff. They were basically operating a skeleton crew
because the organizations that were in it were terrible,
like Call of Duty and Valorant, through the end of the season. And then from there, we weren't really sure what was going to happen. But we found out that they were no longer planning to compete. They're basically planning on shutting down the whole operation, and I think they failed to find a buyer for their whole team, and I don't think they're willing to maybe just sell off parts of it. I'm not exactly sure. And this was news, by the way, not just to the Valorant
Welcome back,
world,
Lit Fam
but
Lurkers.
also to the people at the Guard, because this was a tweet from the Guard social media team literally last week, a couple days ago. What a year for North American Valorant. Congrats to the Guard. Can't wait to battle in 2024. They're not going to battle anymore. And at this point, it's worth explaining how this all works. All right. And I drew up this little schematic because it is fucking confusing. Basically, Moist Moguls, me and Charlie, are in tier 2. All right. Which is just North American teams and I guess also Canadian teams. I'll put them here competing. And if you are the top 2 of 12 teams, you get to compete with all the tier 2 teams from both Americas, South America and North America. 6 people compete in this. So it's 2 from the US, 2 from Brazil, 2 from South America. And then as those 6 people turn into one champion who gets to go to tier 1, where you get all the money, all the trophies, all the viewership. You smoke a bunch of weed. It's tight. It's dope. Everybody wants to do that. And who got to do that was the Guard. They beat everybody, including us. And we were a damn good team. We were 3rd place.
Y'all were trash.
But then we come to today's news. So basically, this whole year, this Ascension tournament, all the games that we watched didn't actually matter because nobody's going to Ascend. And I don't blame the people at the Guard, by the way. They didn't even know about this. This is Jonah P., one of the Guard members, who said, "What did I wake up to?" And what was his tweet 2 days ago? "I've never been more motivated to play." Like, that is what we are dealing with. People who are just excited to play, who are finding out they're no longer allowed to play because their organization won't sign the paperwork. And at this point, it's worth explaining, what is the paperwork? Like, why did they not sign it? And the answer is, it's basically a list of things that they are guaranteeing to provide to their players. Riot will not directly provide housing and salaries to all the people in their league. However, they do give a stipend to teams, but the stipend doesn't necessarily cover all of the costs. And there's an expectation that the team will pay for everything, all right? So they'll pay for a facility in Los Angeles because that's where the teams play. They'll pay for the salaries based off the league minimums. They'll have a certain amount of staff on board to help run and operate the business. And the Guard, because they don't want to spend any more money, because maybe they don't think it's worth the time, because they certainly have the money, but maybe they think their time is best spent elsewhere, refuse to sign it. All right, so
Sounds like a shitty
about,
situation.
Hey, you basically have to sign a piece of paper.
All right, let's see if I can do Osu without the mouse. I've never tried that mode. Left hand mouse sucks. My hand is hurting. It's on fire. Holy shit. Try this. It works. Get the game on the screen. Possible. As it's loading. There you go. Oh my god, this fucking hurts. A C. Try stream practice. Stream. Yo, this hurts so much. What's good? This one. The one with the big cast on it.